So there's this theme of Republicans attacking education in the country right now, and Mitt Romney just had an interview with Greta Van Susteren about teachers' unions. And of course he doesn't like unions, but let's listen to why he doesn't like them.
We basically gave our school systems over to the teachers' unions. The teachers' unions are by far the largest contributor to political campaigns. They give almost exclusively to Democrats. Democrats, as a result, feel beholden to do what the teachers' unions wants. They can, in some cases, elect a mayor who then sits across from them at the bargaining table and agrees to various provisions that, frankly, protect the teachers. Nothing wrong with that, but don't put the kids and the interests of the kids first.
Okay, so he actually goes on in that interview to talk about California specifically and how California schools are completely destroyed by the unions. That's the reason why we're seeing this decline in education in the state. Except that's not the case at all. First of all, we don't look at a teacher as a prestigious career, right? Like, if you want to be a teacher, you're thought of as, all right, you're going to make maybe $40,000 a year if you're lucky, and we don't really care what happens with you, right? At the same time, we are underfunding education. That's one of the biggest problems, especially in California. As we mentioned yesterday, because of Proposition 13 passed in 1978, we lost 60% of tax revenue. So who takes the big cut? Education.
Well, I think that there's a devastating stat about California that I think you got in there from 1978 to what's happened now. California used to have one of the top education systems in the country, ranked among the top. Why? We were spending $600 per student more than other states were. Now we spend $600 less per student than other states are, and now we rank among the worst. Now, the union situation in that time period has not really dramatically changed at all. What has changed is the amount of money you're spending on the students. And lo and behold, your education system now has nearly collapsed. It's because is money the only determining factor? Of course not. But does it have an important role to play? Of course, and there it is. I mean, you can see it in the numbers. And so, when they try to blame the unions, it's of course self-serving. And there's a second element of this. Mm-hmm. The Republicans want to privatize everything,
right,
so they can make a buck off of it. Now, do they really believe that you're going to get better education from it? I think that they honestly think, who cares? Like, we hope so. It's not like they want you to get a worse education, but whether you get a good one or not is not pertinent to them. Their kids are all going to private school anyway. So what they want is to be able to privatize our schools so that the corporations that fund their campaigns, et cetera, can make more money. So how are you going to do that? You're going to do that by destroying the unions, destroying the public schools. And by the way, a very smart strategy on their part is let's privatize as much as possible through charter schools, whatever mid-level way we have of doing it, so that we can take all the most motivated students, move them into the private system, and then as the public system does worse, they go, oh, well, you look at that, you see the public system isn't working. So let's starve them of cash, let's attack the teachers who are doing it, and then leave them, basically suck out the most motivated students out of the system, and then go, you see that? I can't believe you're failing.